Mikaela Shiffrin, when Outside Magazine declared her the greatest skier ever, uh, why did it bother you?
Well, she is the greatest slalom skier, ever. That's without question. Um, but, I think there's a lot of sensationalization that media does a lot. And, they take one thing and then they kind of generalize it and it becomes something totally different. And, that was at the time I was still racing, I was still winning, and it's great for her, but I feel like it was pretty disrespectful to me. She's not responsible for what other people write about her. Um,
What did you do after they did the story?
I don't know. I tweeted something probably. I'm like I usually don't like it. It's not that it bothers me. It just I felt like it just wasn't accurate and it's not being honest and like say it. She's the greatest slalom skier of all time. Just say that. It's not that hard. Don't make it something that it's not yet.
I've been told that like you guys have at least somewhat of a challenged relationship.
So first day she came to train with us, I said, I know, when you first come onto the team, it can be challenging and you don't know anybody, and then my door is always open. I'm here to help. I repeatedly, tried to, we always help each other with our course reports, and I think we didn't have a challenge relationship. She had her own thing and she didn't really want to be involved or have my help or have anyone's help for that matter. So, and everyone has their own path. I don't hate on that. That's totally fine, but
To what extent has that dynamic changed since
it hasn't.
it hasn't?
No.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, everyone has their own approach and hers is different from anyone else's, and that's why maybe she's successful. But I also think as a professional athlete and someone who's the greatest of all time, it's your responsibility to help others. Like you're in a role that you could positively impact so many people, and I don't feel like that's being utilized in the way that it could be.
Really? What would you do differently?
I should be a part of the team. But that's how I operate. I've experienced not being welcome in a team. I know the feeling of not being involved in the team to the point that like you're winning and your teammates aren't in the finish area. And I also know the feeling of being a leader and including everyone and being a team and having your team in the finish area.
What do you think of the current state of U.S. ski racing?
Well, I'm actually working with them right now to try to help the state of U.S. skiing. We don't really have a lot of athletes coming up in the ranks, especially on the women's side. Trying to figure out why that is and where the holes are in our system. I'm also trying to help the college athletes who have World Cup spots but aren't on the U.S. ski team. They don't have any support. They don't have any funding. They have really nothing.
What do you think the biggest challenges are that they're facing?
I think most female athletes, especially skiers, they quit. It's not fun or it's too expensive. In Europe, you pay 15 euros and you got a lift ticket for the whole day. Here it's like 150. So it's quite a difference economically. I think there's issues with the development team, and I don't agree with the way the athletes are treated, and I think that's causing a lot of people to quit, and it feels unattainable to them.